Hello, this is a video response to the Sainted Magnus show 10 things that I hate about gaming. My 10 things are in no particular order, and maybe one or two of my answers are maybe a little bit more specific for one or two games. But anyways, let's start with number one. Unskippable cutscenes and tutorials. I like cutscenes, I like watching cutscenes, and tutorials can be useful. But number one, I don't need a tutorial for every first-person shooter or for every RPG or adventure game or anything. And also cutscenes can be cool. They can be cool watching them twice or three times. But if I'm forced to watch a cutscene 5, 6, 7, 8 times just because after the cutscene there's a boss fight, and when I get killed in the boss fight I have to watch the whole cutscene again, then sorry for the language, that really pisses me off. So please give us the option to skip a cutscene or a tutorial. Number two, games that were released unfinished or full of bugs, and yeah, we're gonna fix them later with patches. Number three, games that give you the option to change the difficulty level, but you can only finish the game in the harder difficulty levels. This is just one example. Number four is something that happens a lot in first-person shooters. Unlimited waves of enemies until you destroyed one certain target or object, or you crossed some kind of invisible line. All of a sudden the waves stop. Number five is also something that happens a lot of times in first-person shooters, and I really hate it, that a door shuts or locks behind you. Now you've cleared all the other rooms before, you go into a new room, you make one step in, and all of a sudden, bam, the door shuts behind you, it is locked, you can't go back in there, and you have to face another wave of enemies. Now I have no troubles with this situation, but what I really hate is when there's no believable reason why this happened. If there is a magical force, or because it's a horror game, this is a haunted house, or it is a real arena fight, or somebody else controls the complex, then it's fine by me. There is a believable reason why this happened, but if there is no reason at all why this door shuts behind me, and the only reason that I can come up with is that the programmers thought, hey, let's make this situation a little bit dangerous, let's shut the door behind him, let's take away one safe spot or a room where he could take cover, let's do this, this is creative, then yeah, that's really cheap. I really hate this. Number six, invisible walls in video games. And yeah, let's take again Fallout New Vegas for example, and I don't mean reaching the end of the map. Number seven, games that end with a cliffhanger and we might never gonna see a sequel of that game. For instance, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Awesome game, this game ended in a cliffhanger. Thankfully, they released Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. The story continues, also an awesome game, but it also ends in a cliffhanger. Whereas Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 3, or if you're not sure that you can continue a series, then please stop making cliffhanger endings. Now number 8 is actually something that my fiance hates about gaming, but I also wanted to bring this to my list and share it with you because I'm actually I agree with that, and every time I play a game that has, let's call it, this kind of issue, then yeah, I always get reminded that my fiance mentioned it to me. And that is that female characters in almost every fantasy game, like RPGs or hack and slash games, are the magical characters or the healers. Not in every game. I mean, in a best case scenario, the female character can also be an archer or maybe some kind of ninja character, but yeah, I guess it must be really hard to program a female warrior. Okay, number 9 is a little bit more specific, and I didn't like it in Skyrim and Oblivion, and it also happened to me in Morrowind. And yeah, I really can say that I really hate this about this game, and it is that if you do something wrong in this game, everybody on the whole continent knows that you did this. I mean, you could be on the highest mountain in the middle of nowhere. There's only one 150-year-old eremit living in this area. He sees you taking, let's say, a carrot, and yeah, all of a sudden every character gets a text message where it says, "Hey, the chosen one stole a carrot from me, he's wanted dead or alive." This is something that I really hate about those games. Okay, number 10, and yeah, this is also something that I hate about games or gaming, and yeah, it also happened to me in Skyrim, in Oblivion, and also in Morrowind, but it happened actually more often in Private Tier 2 The Darkening, and that is that, you know, you fight with an enemy, or you fight actually against more enemies, you have allies around you, and yeah, you fight with one enemy, and all of a sudden one of your allies jumps into the line of fire, and yeah, you hit him with your sword, or you accidentally shoot at him with your blasters, and all of a sudden you have to fight not only the enemy, also now the allies, because hey, it's your fault, you attacked one of your allies. Yeah, you have to face both the allies and the enemies. But if it's the other way around, and same thing, you fight with an enemy, your ally is all of a sudden behind you, and you are in the line of fire and he hits you, then it's also your fault because you stepped in his line of fire. And this is why I said that it happens a lot more often in Private Tier 2, The Darkening, because yeah, a lot of times it was that I was in a dogfight with one enemy, and all of a sudden one of my allies flies behind me and tries to shoot through me to attack the enemy. And yeah, again, it was my fault. I mean, I'm in his way. So this is something that I really hate in those games. Okay, these were my 10 things that I hate about gaming. And yeah, thanks for watching, take care and bye.